Hi guys, welcome back. Just doing a little bit with some tyres today for Steve. Thought I better just video it. Basically, he's got some Inter turbos on that are quite small, 275s I think, and he wants to change them up for bigger ones. So he was just going to go and buy some, but we have some bigger ones on my car over there. So because he's running an auto gearbox and a 300 TDI, which he hasn't tuned yet, we're going to put the larger tyres on just to try. And I just think I'd just do this video to tell you that it's a great idea to do this. If you can borrow tyres before buying them, do so, because it makes a massive difference to your torque, basically, how much load you'll put at the engine. Because if you imagine the wheel that would be here as your final drive, one rotation of that is how far you travel. So if you put a wheel on like this one, for example, which is much bigger, it's a lot more work for you to turn it, plus it's a lot more load on the wheel bearings. So if you can try some wheels first, definitely a great idea. This is off the ground, but you get a fair idea of how big it is. It's quite a lot taller, quite a lot wider. So before he goes out to buy new ones, he's going to we're going to try these out. But also to note, he's running wheel spacers. There's a lot of talk about wheel spacers. Just to give you my opinion, I don't think they have a massive negative effect on the wheel bearings. The wheel bearings, as long as they're tight and there's no play in them, then this really doesn't make that much difference. Most of these tyres and wheels have different offsets, and that makes as much difference as a spacer. But an important thing to know from experience is that if you have play in the wheel bearing, which I always advise when you're running spacers to check regularly, that play fails much quicker. A lot of standard vehicles, the play will be there for, you know, miles and miles and miles, and it will get slowly worse and worse. But with wheel spacers on, I tend to find they fail really quickly. I mean, like in a week or 50-60 miles after there's play in them. So definitely a good thought. Make sure just to check there's no play in your wheel bearings regularly if running spacers or if running wider tyres. I mean, mine are checked every time we go to an event, and this is kind of all I use this for anyway. Hope that helps. The little thing, this is what happens when you don't have dislocation cones. Yeah, I hope that helped, guys. We'll put the tyres on and give them a test, and we'll let you know how it goes. Thanks for watching. Test drive. Let's go and see what he thinks. It certainly looks a lot meaner. Sadly, this one doesn't look a lot meaner. It looks like a toy. Well,
I'm pleasantly surprised. I thought it was going to be slow, sluggish, but it's not. It's anything but. Really surprised, really happy, and think I might be getting the bigger tyres than I thought.
maybe we need to check the articulation first, because that's looking a little bit tight there. But success.
Definitely.
So I didn't think the auto gearbox would be okay, but it does. It is okay. It's changing gear nicely. It is a very good auto box, to be fair. Hope this helps you guys. Like and subscribe.